Hey, it's Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, and I'm gonna speak on a subject. And on this subject, I'm speaking about the representation of black teachers, and I still say there's a underrepresentation of black teachers. I have a lot of friends that are not black, and I ask them questions of black teachers, and to tell the truth, many only think that I'm the only black teacher that they know, and many's been around golf a long time. And so we have the tour. It's the APGA tour. Now the whole purpose, and from my understanding, and I could be wrong because I don't know their the complete history on it, but I know that a part of that, or part of that, greatest part of that, is the underrepresentation of African Americans in the game of golf. They didn't feel that African Americans was getting the representation in the sense in the industry as a viable product. So the tour was made for that representation. So my argument is this: is that what's the difference? Then I make my argument for black teachers. I'm not just doing it for me, because if there's another black teacher that's just going to step up there and go at it with the grit that I go at it and speak it the way that I do, articulate the golf swing the way that I do, talk about the philosophy. I have a philosophy, talk about it, no different than other teachers have their philosophy. I've got mine. No, you're not going to make me back down from what it is because of someone else's knowledge. No, I've done my research. So my argument is that I'm not getting it, And yes, there's plenty of people don't like me. I'm not losing no sleep over it in a sense. It's a shame in a sense because, like I said, the whole essence of what I'm doing is trying to better black folks in the game of golf, trying to make black teachers be seen as well as heard. But unfortunately, the resistance I get, it's like, hey, please, I'm trying to get you all to understand. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I have a fight that I'm putting forth. I know what it is. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I know exactly what I'm trying to do, and I'm not apologetic for it. But what I am trying to do is get people to understand, man. I'm telling you all, there are some black teachers out there that got just as good as knowledge as anybody else. And I'm telling all the brothers that you're teaching, no different than me. If I have to use me for an example, I will. If you need to, put your stuff on print. Get it out there. Let the world see that you exist. Because the only thing you're spending time trying to attack my knowledge, using their knowledge to attack my knowledge, you're not going to get there anywhere with that fight. I'm on your side. I'm trying to help you. In a sense, I'm trying to help you become exposed. I'm trying to make the magazines, in a sense, write about, this group of black teachers so the world can see it. I see this thing called Black Golf Directory. That's another problem in itself that, that was pushed back on me. And I guess I don't care to say it because you won't see my name in there. And that right there is some of the problems that we're having. In a sense, you don't have to like me. But my work is my work, and I'm doing this work for a real cause and what I'm trying to represent, in a sense. I'm not doing it for no racial reasons to prove this. All I'm doing is that I know it's a lot better, for representation of black teachers in this game of golf. It's a better for the youth that's coming up, to let these youth, whether they're black kids, white kids, whatever, to know that we exist, that we're real, and then we're trying to be contributors to this game. I get sick and tired of people looking, as if when I'm having a conversation to some degree, what am I asking for? I'm not trying to ask for nothing. What I'm doing is trying to show you what I'm trying to give to the world. That's it. On this beautiful Martin Luther King's Day, in a sense, there's a reason that Martin Luther King stood how he stood. And there's a reason that he's not living to this day, in a sense, but he fought for a real cause. And it was real brothers from Charlie Sifford and many others that said, hey, just let me play. Well, the fight still continues because the representation of black teachers is not there in the industry. I have been making this argument to others, and and like I said, there's been a lot of pushback. And I'm trying to ask the question, why? Why is it so much pushback? Again, you don't have to like me. That's not important to me. I'll take care of me. but my cause and what I'm doing is real. So whether you're on board or not, I'm still moving forward. God didn't give me eyes in the back of my head. He gave me eyes in the front so I can keep it pushing forward. So either you with the Shade Tree Pro or you're not, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm still moving forward, and I don't care if I got to do it by myself. But there is a real cause behind what I'm doing. Black teachers are not represented in a matter in which they need to be, and something needs to be said about it. And if I got to be the one who's saying it, whatever, now I'm gonna tell you right now, you got a good champion for that cause, and the one who's saying it. Charles Calhoun, aka the Shade Tree Pro, and always good golfing.